Finish and carry. Number 35, Jake Fleming made the tackle.
Eli Johnson switches spots, goes out to cover a receiver. Now what a play in the defensive backfield. Line of Southwestern. And Fleming gets a real nice end-over-end kick. This one does turn over. Chisholm gets it on the 35, and Jay Verstreeter makes sure he's down at the 40-yard line. Big play for them offensively to move the ball. They fake the handoff again. This time it's a reverse. Backside and snuffed out. Eli Johnson said, Jake Fleming said, I'll have none of that. Jacob Fleming sniffed that out and dropped it for about a yard loss on the play. Works out the signals, trying to draw him off. And they give it to the fullback, and Fleming gets the first down and more out over the 40 to the 44-yard line. That time Jacob Fleming got his feet going in early from the backfield.
Number 35, Jake Fleming, the ball carrier, brought down by Jason Jackson, number 73.
And Rents, receiver split right as Hunt. Hands off to Fleming, pulls through, gets into Southwestern territory, and if not for a heck of a play by Adam Stanton, Carl, who knows where Fleming would have ended up. He had a lot of momentum, and Stanton sacrificed his body.
Jake Fleming once again the ball carrier across the 50-yard line into Southwestern territory. Tackle made by number 12, Nathan Miller.
First quarter, a quick first quarter. Most of the game has been on the ground. Fleming gets through the hole, inside the 45, down to the 40-yard line, so he got that back and more. He gets 9 yards. Brad McVeigh, Carl DeBar, Rents. Hands off to Fleming. The first play back, and Jacob Fleming is near another first down. It's going to be extremely close.
Jake Fleming again, the ball carrier.
2-yard line. Rents hands it to the fullback, Fleming. Or actually, he's listed tailback, although I think he may be bigger than Keith Hodder, the fullback.
Jake Fleming once again, the ball carrier. Brought down by...
His wide receiver is Burns, going out in the pattern, and they're going to sack him. They're having a meeting at Nathan Miller, and Jake Fleming is there. Ryan Hudson is there. I think Waldrop was right in the middle of it.
Miller brought down for a loss by Jake Fleming and Richard Waldrop through the linebacker. A loss on the play back to the 26-yard line. Nathan Miller.
Never know what'll happen. Here's the punt. It does not turn over, not a great kick, and it takes a Southwestern bounce, or at least a sideways bounce. It's going to be deadened on the 20. That, good way to get those linebackers a little rest during the game, is alternate them on offense. A tailback. That's Fleming getting about a yard or two to the right side, and that's all. There, testing it out. That's Fleming, and one effort, two efforts, and he's going to be short. That's going to set up 4th and a yard from the 41 as he pushed forward for about 3. Going to hand it to Fleming again, and to their credit, Southwestern stacked him up good, but I think he got enough for the first down. They're going to spot him right on the 35-yard line, which is plenty. 2, Holloway and Chisholm deep for Southwestern. Fleming gets a good foot into it, end over end. This one turns over a little bit and almost hit one of the Southwestern players. They're going to down it, did it? No. But tell you what, that almost hit number 30. Mark Elvers call a timeout as soon as this play's over if they don't get the first. And they don't. In fact, he got almost nothing. Timeout, timeout. All the Litchfield coaches at once. Timeout. See him down there? 22.7 seconds to go. Timeout by Litchfield. It's going to be 4th down at 14. He only got a yard. It's going to be 4th and 14 from the 6. When we get back, it was the tailback, I believe, Hayes again on that carry. 7-0 Litchfield over Southwestern. Let's take a quick break. We will come back in just a moment for the final 22 seconds of the half. On WSMI AM 1540, Litchfield leads Southwestern 7-0. Back to Lloyd Hill Field in a moment. At least Litchfield gave themselves some room to punt. Southwestern are going to come out excellently on field position. There's a kick by Fleming. It turns over a little bit. And I didn't see a fair catch signal, but he did take a knee with it. Their first touch of the third quarter. Quarterback is Nathan Miller. And I think that was the fullback. Was that? No, quarterback kept it. I saw a bird ball. And again, about a 5-yard gain, and this time a flag late. And almost thrown right at the Litchfield lineman. You wonder if the pass play. Miller, 1st and goal from the 1. They try to punch it in. They don't get it there. That was Hayes, the tailback, and a couple of Litchfield players there. Wallace was in there.
Hayes brought down by Jake Fleming.
By Southwestern has marched it down to the 6, 1st and goal. And running it through is Fleming, and he's in. First play, Jake Fleming checks back in, and there he is in the end zone. 6-yard run. Litchfield is back in front, 13-8.
Yeah, Brad, they went back to that full house backfield and ran the play that worked so well in their first touchdown drive.
Back 8:06 to go in the 4th. Clock running now, under 8 minutes to go. And nice to see Todd Cunningham get up and walk off.
Yeah, and he walked off pretty good.
Here's Fleming, right tackle, and he just pulls his way inside the 35, down to the 33-yard line, about 7 yards for Jake Fleming. Here is the quarterback Miller taking a hit. He is sacked. Jacob Fleming got it. Oh, wow, Miller. Gaffney was there with some pressure, and Jacob Fleming came in and finished him off. And this Litchfield defense has been very impressive here in the 4th quarter.
Southwestern's going to do a hurry-up right here.
Under 2 minutes to go.
That's about the 39-yard line.
Sold type of game, 6'3" wide receiver. And Litchfield drops back to punt. This snap is good. Kick is up. And number 22 from Marquette. And he is back about the 35-yard line. Very no offense as they come out. They squints right. And they motion to the side. He drops back to pass. And he's
by Jacob Fleming. He returns it down to Marquette. 25-yard line, 1st and 10.
Side split backfield.
Hold it.
Option, triple option, face the fullback. Wing pitch, number 22. Loses probably 3 yards on the play. The triple option was going nowhere for Marquette. As Litchfield leads 7-0 at the start of the 2nd quarter, Litchfield drops back to punt. A nice snap, nice punt. Number 84 from Marquette fumbles the snap, or fumbles the exchange. Looks like they're going to attempt to fake. They fumble on the play. Marquette recovers. Number 1, Wheaton drops back to pass. Throws to number 22, Tall on the screen. Tall. Yes. There's the Matt.
Wheaton pass is complete to Andrew Tall, who picks up a couple yards.
Looks like they're and Litchfield does back and punts. Number 45, Litchfield takes the punt. And miscommunication between the returners of Marquette as they drop the ball. All right, I'm sorry. They let the ball go, but then they drop it. And the ball takes 20 yards down. By Coach Slaughter as he left the program, and Dalton takes over.
Safety.
Right now. We're going to go in.
Litchfield comes out in double wings, split right, and Rams holds it on the triple option. Rams has one in the room. He's already picked up the first down. He goes up to the right.
Being at the line of scrimmage, Marquette has the ball with 2 fullbacks in the game, and they were able to power it out there up to probably the 50-yard line, which will make it.
Guy like that's the best they do. Now they're chasing him. Rolling out of the pocket. He loses it out of his hand, and that's a fumble. He wasn't going forward. I think Wallace might have got it. It's Litchfield football. The ball slipped out of his hand as he didn't throw it in the form of a train with a headlight. There's Fleming squeezing forward to about the 30-yard line, but he was hit behind the line of scrimmage the first time. There he only gets a couple. Good plays. That's Fleming, I believe, going Mitchison out there.
He did 2 holes there. Number 35, Jacob Fleming.
That is Fleming. They might leave Field behind him. The pitch back to Kastner. Goes right side. Litchfield strings it out. Kastner cuts it up.
Number 30, Drew Kastner, the ball.
Litchfield 35, their deepest penetration of the game. And there's Kastner. He's brought down for a 3-yard loss by Fleming.
May I have your attention, please?
I knew the number. I couldn't say the name. It's Jake Litton. There's a lateral to Kastner. He breaks a couple of tackles, and Jake Fleming's going to drag him down at about the 37-yard line. So. There's a trap inside, and the fullback's going nowhere. That is where you can't run at Litchfield. Right into the arms of Eli Johnson and Jacob Fleming. Come on, line through this time. Kastner goes right, busts free, but that play swallowed up quickly by Eli Johnson.
4 turnovers, 1 fumble, and 3 interceptions.
And that's really what's kept Painter from climbing back in the game, because Litchfield has not been as dominating in the second half as they were in the first half by any stretch. Punt it again. Fleming back there to punt. A high snap. This one gets away. Fleming. Who's a boy special. Now Fleming gets away from one man. He's going to get it away and punt it. He got it away, and it's going to be Denton on the 44-yard line. What an adventure these special teams are.
Oh, God.
Litchfield punt.
On the kickoff return, brought down.
Backfield in behind him, and he's going to hand it off to Jake Fleming, who squeaks over the 30 or 45 to about the 47-yard line. So let's see, Fleming, he's going to put a foot in it. He turns it over, and it's taken back at the 13, to the 14, the 20, and that's it. And there's a flag. Full backfield behind him. Rentz goes back, throws it back over the middle. Fleming catches it at the 30, and inside to the 27, almost the 26-yard line. They're going to have to all get set, three of them were in motion at once. They do. Receivers to the left, and here's the handoff. Not much there. In fact, did that ball on the ground? Nope, didn't. But against Litchfield, receivers to the left. Reeves keeps it, tries to bust through. Not a whole lot there. He got down to about the 17, leading forward. Over to the left, Fleming in motion. They give it to him left side, and he's not going to be able to get away. He loses about a yard as Reeves was in there, I think. Here's a short kick by Waldrop, an angle kick to the side, taken at the 25, trying to cut across the field, and he's not going to go anywhere. That's good coverage by the Litchfield special teams. At Litchfield, usually if they have a design of where they want to kick that, Toby, and Waldrop kicks it there. Carroll and Zach Schaefer. That's going toward Carroll at about the 18-yard line, 20, 25. Sneaks ahead to the 30, 34, and he is hit and drop finally. And I think for Litchfield,
this is this half.
He's moving toward the line. Motion.
Is Schaefer.
Fakes the handoff,
gets the handoff to the right side now, and he's going to be hit and drop. That play will not work when you give Litchfield. If you give Litchfield. He's going to hand it off and does to his last back through Fleming, who spins out of a couple of tackles. Still going, and Fleming gets up past the 30 to the 31. But there's a kick. This one turns over by Fleming, a pretty good kick, and it's going to take a huge Litchfield bounce inside the 20 down to the 18, 17-yard line. It's at the 17-yard line, 1st and 10. The Carrolls. Here's the kick. Pretty good kick, but not as good as last time. He dropped the ball. Buddy Carroll has dropped down at the 42. He dropped it on the 38. And it's a fake punt to Reeves. He throws and the up picked off by Fleming. He's got a chance to run it back. He gets into Vandalia territory at the 43, and that is it. He'll be brought down at the 43, 44-yard line, we'll call it, forward progress. And the Purple Panthers defended that well, Toby, I think. A couple times ago from Fleming. They're going to try it again. And Fleming gets a good line drive squibber off, and he gets it to Buddy Carroll. And oh, there's a flag push. Is that a push in the back? No, he just threw a marker where he picked it up at. No flag, and he picks it up to about the 17-yard line. Going to be awful tough for Vandalia. Fleming just bursts his way through the whole left side, gets about 4 before he's knocked backward. And as Waldron puts a foot in it, ball's going down to about the 12-yard line, 15, 20, 25, 30, and spun down at the 32 is Buddy Carroll. Fleming brought him down. Also, Jake Peasel brought him down. Patrick Rentz, one for Jay Verstreeter, and 5 interceptions for Litchfield. We'll come back and wrap this one up in a moment. You're listening to High School Football on AM 1540 WSMR.
6-0 overall, 3-0 in the South Central Conference, and they are into the postseason. So, what's definitely one of the first teams automatically to get in here tonight with their 6th win. Litchfield is in as they win 21-0 over the Vandals here tonight, and a frustrating one for the home team on homecoming night. So a lot of things.
And first down, Schwarzkopf, the quarterback. He hands to Hubbard. He squeezes forward for about 3 or 4. Here's the 2 tight end set, one of the few times we've seen it. The handoff is to Hubbard, and he is drugged down on a great play. Who's that coming up for Litchfield on the stop? Is that Fleming? Yes, it is. Jake Fleming. The Hillsborough ran it a little better than Litchfield, but there's a low-line drive, and that is caught on the fly by Evans. Can he get away? No. Another good coverage on the special teams of Litchfield. Verstreeter, and I believe, boy, Big Mike Wallace was down there. Drunk.
That'll get a good thing. Yeah, Jake Fleming. It's a low line drive.
Released heavyweights, at least 2 of them. And there's a play dumped in the backfield. Loose ball, did Litchfield get it? Purple Panthers say they have it. Fleming says they have it. And what does the official say? He says Litchfield has it. Brought us to counter it. Rentz on the option. Pitches back to Fleming. Cuts inside. Stays on his feet. Gets over the 45 to about the 46 or 7. I don't know. It's be interesting to see that halfback option. They're open. Hubbard is hit. Almost picked off. Credit right there to Davis. He had 1 of 5 last week, and now Litchfield tries to run it up. And I think Mark Elvers is very content to go in 0-0. Here is the high snap. Fleming gets a good kick. This one sends Evans back. He fumbled it. He's going to be down inside the 5. Oh, Evans missed the ball. And that is just the type of play Litchfield was hoping for. Here is the, Hubbard is just, he gets away for a couple tackles, but he can't get away from the 3rd. He is leveled behind the line of scrimmage. They're going to give him forward progress. That's pretty.
Hubbard, the ball carrier, brought down by Eli Johnson. With some help from the rest of his teammates.
Here's a reverse, and they're going to take him down.
Well, that's what I was talking about on a reverse route. Quick defense coming in.
Number 10, Schwarzkopf, dropped by number 35, Jake Fleming. The loss back to the 41-yard line, a loss of 6 on the play. 3rd down and about 18.
Litchfield in punt formation. Who's back deep? Carl, forget it for Hillsborough. I think Evans is. Is the other one Schwarzkopf? Yes, it is. Nate. And another good cover. That was First Streeter again, and this time Keith Hodder also.
Finished him off.
That's number 10, Schwarzkopf, picked up by number 6.
The game goes on, and they are so far. The quarterback's almost sacked. He just throws it away. And who got back there on the pressure? That was a blitz. Who got back there?
It was Fleming again.
Fleming may even have enough time to get the ball twice. Not at that rate, as Hubbard got nothing. Receiver out to the left. Oh, that handoff. Nope, he's going to fake it. He's being chased down. Gets away from one man, and he's hit and dropped. But first down yardage for... It's the triple I double tight end set. And the handoffs to the tailback Smith, and not a whole lot there. He's dragged down after a couple of yards. Away. Here's the snap. Good one. Catches. Kicks. Doesn't turn over, but a high line drive kick. Anyway, back to the 39 of Greenville. Dropped right there. What coverage? Who was that on the coverage? That was First Streeter again.
Fleming, number 35 for the Panthers.
Going to smell blood in the water here pretty soon. This one he turns over. Good kick. Gets down to the 41-yard line and dropped there. Another great tackle on special teams. And that was First Streeter. Here's Taylor. He's going to roll out, pass out, or run pass option. They chase him down. He is hit and dropped. Here's for Streeter in motion. Now man stays with him. Pitch back. Here's Fleming. He's got some room to operate. Gets inside the 35, down to the 30. 40. Several times. See if they do it again. Play clock down to 5, and this time stopped in the backfield. This time, I think they figured that out too, Tom. 15-7. They get excellent field position. Here's Taylor. They come outside and brought it down. What a play. Kick or something. I think Litchfield liked the ball right where it was. They go to Fleming. He turns it up. He's got a hole. He may break 45, 40 inside the 40. Number 37. Tackled by number 7, Taylor. To the Litchfield 39. Here's the running play, and he's not going to get, let's see. The other play, he stopped a couple of yards short. Litchfield holds again as the quarterback tried to keep it. Direction too, but it was hard to fool them. This is a veteran defensive unit, even though most of them are coming back. Oh, big hole, Fleming. 50, 45, 40, and he'll go down with the 38-yard line. That was a huge hole. Smith in motion, hand off Dahl, and he's dropped immediately. Quarterback is Taylor. And he gets back there. He is sacked. Did he drop the ball? Brent going to keep it, pitches it back, executes the pitch well. There's some room for Fleming. First down into Greenville territory. What can you say about it says 2 on the board, but it's a first down from the 41-yard line. I think personal, I think it's just looking ahead.
Yeah, I mean, you go for 1, it's 28, you still need 2 touchdowns for the 40, 29 or 28, you still need the 2 touchdowns.
And it's spinning out. Brown, boy, if he would have got out of the way from that tackle, he had first reader, was all. Gets out to the 28.
Brian Whaley is the ball carrier, and brought down by number 35, Jake Fleming.
The third in school's history and their first in 11 years. Here's a kickoff taken at the 17. Up to about the 30-yard line, maybe a 31. Was that Billbrook? Fleming, I think, got in there. Jake Fleming scores a 2-pointer. Banovic in at quarterback. Andy Banovic hands it to Fleming. Fleming goes up the middle for about 3 or 4. They'll mark him at the 29 or 28-yard line.
Pass broken up by Jake Fleming.
Henry Gators ball carrier met at the line by 35, Jacob Fleming. Henry Gators ball carrier met at the line by 35, Jacob Fleming. Fleming, along with 62 Ryan Armstrong on the stop. 35 Fleming, along with 62 Ryan Armstrong on the stop. Handoff goes to number 41, Ross Gorman. carrier picks up 1 on the play. Chase Matthews, ball carrier, no gain on the play.